Okay, so this is 8.6b is in Bravo, and we're continuing on with our binomial theorem. We just finished finding binomial coefficients, which is example 2, and they have come up with a handy-dandy shortcut, well, not shortcut, but abbreviated way to write this. And a couple of those abbreviated ways are n over k, just like that, no line, or C N K. Okay, so they can be written that way. So, for example, 6, 4 would be 6 over 4, 2. Okay, that's what that would look like, because these two have to add up to the 6 here, always. So they don't have to put that 2 there. As long as you know this is a 4, it's going to be 4 minus some number that's going to give us, or 4 plus some number that's going to give us this number here. Okay, so 4 plus 2 gives us 6, so that's how we know what that is. So it's just a couple shortcut ways in order to write those. Alright, so putting all these ideas together, we can see that the term, depending on, how big the number is, but the term for any binomial with any exponent is going to be equal to, this is find in the coefficient. I'm just writing this out in the longhand way. It's going to be that for the coefficient. Then it's going to be this, and then this. Okay? So, that is the whole kit and caboodle formula in order to solve these. Okay, so let's try one. This is example 4. So we have 2x minus y to the 9th power. Sure help if I could write smaller. Alright, so the binomial has the form of a plus b to the 9th power. Okay, so what we're going to do is, see, this has got a 2 in here. Sometimes you're going to have numbers here, and that's going to make it hard. Sometimes you're going to have a minus sign. That's going to make it hard. So we're going to write it as basically what we've got here is a first term and a second term. We're going to put a plus sign here, which we always will when we've got something with other numbers here, and then the exponent here, where a equals 2x and b equals negative y. Okay, we need to keep that handy because we're going to come back to it later, because we're going to use substitution. Because what we're going to do is we're going to find the 6th term, because that's what it's asking for. Find the 6th term of this here. So we're going to find the 6th term of this, and then we're going to use this to substitute back in, because it's easier to find the 6th term of this and then plug this in than try to find the 6th term of this. Okay, so my 6th term is equal to, okay, which is that, a to the n minus k, b to the k. Okay, so that's my formula, and I know that k is 5, okay, because we're talking the 6th term, and remember we're going 987654321 So I know that my 6th term is going to have as my y exponent, which is k, is going to be 1 less. Okay, so if you need that spelled out here, we've got 10 spots. Okay, and over here, my y is going to be 9. So 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then 0. So my 6th term 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's my sixth term because, see, we have to count 0 here. We have 0 y's here at the beginning. So if we're looking for k, it's always going to be 1 less than the spot that we're looking for, the sixth term. So just to kind of remind you of that as you're going through this. And that gets to be just one more thing to try to keep track of. All right, so I know my k is 5. Okay, so that makes things a little bit easy. So now I know that I've got 9, 5. Okay, remember if we're doing it this way. And then we've got 9, 5 would be basically 9 factorial over 5 factorial over 4 factorial. And if we did 9 times 8 times 7 times 6, we can get rid of our 5 factorials. Okay, so now I've got this that I'm trying to solve for. And when I solve for that, I get 126 when I do the math. Okay, so that's the coefficient. Okay, that's this part here. Now I need to find out what my variables are. All right, so my variables are going to be a to the n minus k. Well, my n is 9, my k is 5, so I'm going to have a to the 4th. My b is my k, which I found here was 5. Okay, but that's not what we're looking for. That gives me the sixth term of a plus b to the 9th. I'm looking for this one. So all we're going to do, I mean, this is just pretty simple. We're going to write 126. We're going to replace our a with 2x. And we're going to replace our b now with negative y. Okay, so that's pretty much all we did there. So we've got 126 times 2 to the 4th power is 16. X to the 4th, negative y to the 5th, which equals, multiply those two together, 2016 x to the 4th, y to the 5th, and we're going to take this negative and pull it out here and just make that negative. So that is my sixth term of this binomial right here if I expanded it. And that is it for 8.6.